Hey, what's up guys? This is Josh here, and today we are taking a look at the DC Collectibles New 52 Greg Capullo Designer Series Talon action figure. Now, since this is a new line of figures based off of Greg Capullo's artwork, let's take a quick look at the box, because it is different than the normal New 52 packaging. As you can see, this is what it looks like. It has the Warren label at the top, has this really nice wide window packaging. The other packaging kind of cut off right here. This is more open. You can see you got the name Talon, a nice bright white. Down at the bottom, you got DC Comics Designer Series Greg Capullo action figure, DC Collectibles logo right there. This is a different color from the Batman. As you can see, this is like a, I don't know, some kind of like beigeish yellow color. On the inside, you can see the different characters in the line. Like there's the Bat symbol, and then like you got Talon himself, your Riddler, Nightwing, and Batman. Here's the side. On the back, you got Designer Series Greg Capullo. You got the figures. You got number 1 is Batman, 2 is Talon, 3 is Nightwing, and 4 is Riddler. On the bottom here, you just got a description of the figure in the line. You got the, I didn't notice this on the Batman, but I'm noticing now you got the 75 years of Batman right there in the corner, which is really nice. I dig it. You got Greg Capullo's artwork here of the character, which is Talon. It looks very, very good. And then you got Designer Series Greg Capullo, and that's pretty much the package in a nutshell. Now, let's take a look at the figure. And I gotta say, I really dig the way this figure looks, but there is some things that just drive me crazy about this figure, but I'll get into that later. First off, the detail on this guy is just incredible. I really like the way he looks. He looks exactly what he did in the comics. Very cool. And Talon is a new character for the New 52, and he is part of the Court of Owls, and they're like basically like these assassin kind of ninja kind of guys, which is awesome. And yeah, so the detail on this guy is just amazing. Let's take a look at the head sculpt. There we go. You can see he's got the nice gold paint. You can see his nice silver goggles there. He's got the painted in yellow or orangey kind of color inside his goggles there. It looks very cool. Very ninja-like. He's got the throwing knives, whatever, across his chest here in this nice satchel. I think that's what you call it, a satchel. He's got this nice Court of Owls emblem right here. Very cool. Body's just straight up black, flat black with like panel lines in there. He's very muscular. He has a nice, very nice belt. As you can see, he's got a knife, which is one of his accessories. It comes with 2 knives. I got him holding one right there. He's only got one holster for 1 knife, which is kind of a bummer, so you kind of have to make him hold the other one, but that's that. He's got this nice gauntlet on this one side. You can see the owl there. I really like the detail in his gauntlet, especially in the glove there, how it just matches up really nice. And on this side he has like, I don't know if those are like arrows or pins or whatever those are, but it looks very cool. You can see his glove right there. He comes with a few accessories. He comes with a couple swords and a holster right here. Swords look very cool, and they look very nice. So here's one of the swords. He comes with 2 swords. He also comes with the 2 knives or 2 daggers, which are right here. I got the one holstered up right there. And he's also comes with his Court of Owls mask. So you can see it right there. It looks very, very cool. He's got some nice knee pads, and then for his shins, it looks like he's got just some kind of wrap going on around his leg. For his feet, just plain looking feet, but he does have tread sculpted on the bottom. He's got a peg hole on that one, and he does on this one. So very nice. Oh, and before I forget, here is a look at the back of the figure. You can see his sword holsters there, or sheaths, I should say, his sword sheaths. Very cool. Now the one thing, oh, see, that was one of the problems I have with the figure, is I really dislike ankle articulation. As you can see, my one ankle is supremely loose. I know I shouldn't let that take away from the figure as a whole, but it just drives me nuts. I really hate quality control. It bugs the hell out of me. And the other problem I really have with my figure only is just the way the wrist is put in. I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't look like the wrist is put in all the way. See if I can get a better look. You probably can't tell, but get from there. It's not like it's broken, but it's not pushed in all the way. It's kind of like it was put in at an angle rather than normally, because this one is like flush and looks good. But you can see this big gap there, and you can see the inside of the arm. It doesn't bug me, like it bugs me a lot, but not to the point where like I get really depressed over it. It's just, it really frustrates me because, you know, you pay $25 for these figures, and for quality control to be just like crap is like, it's just, it's frustrating. That's like the only word I can use to describe it. It's frustrating. Again, cause I don't want to go off on a rant, but that could be just my figure. Don't let it detract from the figure from you guys. But just be cautious. Mine has a bum wrist, and also his ankles could be loose, so just keep that in mind, you guys. But anyways, enough of me rambling on about that. Other than that, the details superb. The articulation could be, I don't know, it's the same as Batman, but it could be better, especially in the head area, because as you can see, he's got no head movement. It's all one sculpt, and I understand that, because just so the articulation doesn't break up the sculpt. It looks okay, but it would be nice if he could look like in different directions. So yeah, no articulation in the head. He's got a ball joint or ball socket shoulder, swivel bicep, hinge at the elbow. He's got a swivel at the top of the gauntlet or glove there, and he's got a hinge and a swivel at the wrist. Again, be careful, especially look for ones that in the package the wrists aren't like severely like bent. But yeah, it just disappoints me. That's all I can say. He's got an ab crunch. On these figures, the ab crunches, I forgot to mention this with Batman, the ab crunches don't seem to be as tight, which is nice. He's got a swivel waist. He's got a T-jointed hip. Goes forward, back, side to side, not so much. He's got a thigh cut, which is like a straighter thigh cut rather than the Crime Syndicate ones. He's got a double jointed knee, which is nice. He's got a mid-leg swivel there at the top of the boot, or wrapping right there. He's got a hinged ankle, and he's got ankle swivel. Again, mine's supremely loose, and then this one's really tight, like it almost feels like it's gonna break, but whatever. It's just my figure probably. But yeah, that's the articulation on this guy. The detail looks great. Do I recommend this figure? If you're a fan of Greg Capullo and his artwork, and especially of the new character Talon, yes, I recommend this figure. If you haven't heard of Greg Capullo and haven't seen his artwork, and you haven't heard of the character Talon, the detail alone is good, but I don't know if this warrants a pickup. Again, I leave it in your guys' hands. It's your decision whether or not you want to get this guy. I'm not going to force your decision. This is just my opinion on the figure. He's great, but he's just in the middle to me. There's not much, there's nice detail, but there's not really anything too spectacular is what I want to say. But again, it's your decision on whether you guys want to get this figure. I'm a huge fan of Greg Capullo. I like the character Talon. I like the designs of it, Greg Capullo's, I like the characters. Enough of that, but size comparison, here he is with Batman. He is a little taller than Batman. Yeah, I think I'm just going to stop the review here. Alright guys, thanks for checking out my video. Feel free to comment, rate, subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Alright guys, take care.